Hey guys, Katie here with your Live and Learn for this Thursday. And I'm so excited for the Live and Learn today because I'm actually thinking about planning a Disney vacation. And I think it's just going to be awesome to get this information right now from a pro by the name of Shana. So we're waiting for Shana to come on here. And while we're waiting, so y'all know Candace, the uncensored stylist, right? This is an awesome conference room that I'm stealing at the moment because my little sister is here visiting from New Hampshire, and she is with Candace right now. So, I totally forgot to take a before picture of her. I should have done that. She's getting this awesome do. Anyway, here's Shana. We'll bring her in. Here she comes. Hey, Shana.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing, beautiful?
I am doing excellent.
Awesome, awesome. Nice to see you.
Thank you. I got my ears on.
Oh, look at you. How cute. You have dressed the part. That is perfect.
I can.
All right, and I got to have the whole setup get up here because it's a little bit loud in here. So it's not loud on camera though. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Awesome. All right, Miss Shana, let's jump right into it. So let's
Sounds
get
great.
started with the Pixie Planner. I'm so excited. I'm taking notes already. So tell me a little bit about how you got started. What is the Pixie Planner?
The Pixie Planner is a travel planning company. So I really like to be clear that we are not a travel agency, and that's on purpose.
Okay.
Travel agents tend to look up a vacation, find out how much it's going to cost you just based on what they have available. They get paid 10% on the back end, and that's your vacation. We are all about searching for deals.
Gotcha.
We want to save our customers money. So what we're doing is we're actually going out looking for the best deals. We charge no more than 10%. And in a lot of cases, especially like think of a $10,000 trip to Disney World, there's no way we're charging you 10%. That's just complete insanity. Our fees are going to be closer to 2 to 3%. But the reason that I started the Pixie Planner is I wanted to get into the travel industry. I looked into a lot of the options that are available, Disney vacation planners, that kind of thing. And what I found was, while I could provide the vacations, I wasn't going to be able to provide anything unique. So if Disney didn't offer it on their page, I wasn't going to be able to provide it. If Disney offered the price, that's the price the customer would be paying, even if that price was hundreds of dollars more than what I could find for the exact same package on my own. And so about 2.5 years ago, I woke up on January 1st, 2016 and said, we're doing this.
Exciting. Now, I just got the chills everywhere.
Right? And, you know, the funniest part is for me, and this is kind of my running joke with people, is about 2 months before I started Pixie Planner, I applied to be a Disney authorized vacation planner. 1 month after launching the business and already booking about 5 families in our first month, I got a no from that company. They denied me. They said no. And it was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. And 2.5 years later, with over 500 families who have traveled with us, I've never looked back, and I've never wondered what would have happened had I gone that route.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, yay you. A round of applause from me.
Thank you.
I love inspiring women who are strong. So thank you for being here today and for being one of those women. Let's go back real quick to the whole fee thing. Because I have a mindset about fees, and I have no problem paying fees to people who deliver me personal service. And I know that it's legit, and I know that it's getting done, and I don't have to do it because mama ain't got no time.
Right.
Let me tell you what. And if I can spend time with my child, or if I can spend some time on me, or if I can just sit there and veg and stare at the wall instead of having just another thing on my plate, girl, that's worth 1, 2, 3, 10% to me. So just wanted to be clear about that.
And here's the thing about the fees. The price that we quote, that's your price. So everything is already built into your price. And we have families who come back to us all of the time saying, wait a second, how do you get paid? Wait a second, do I owe you more money? wait a second, so your fee's on top of this, right? And I have to go back and say, no, we're just that good at finding your deals that even people who go out and try to match what we're doing can't find the prices, because we love finding deals. I tell my team, if you're not ready to go down the rabbit hole and look and search for customers' deals, you're not going to be a good fit for this team.
Well, and it's sort of the same thing in my industry too. You are an expert, you've developed a network, you've developed systems, you have all of these things that just the regular Joe Schmo that is trying to book a Disney vacation for themselves just doesn't have. So it makes sense. I mean, nobody works for free. I'm sorry, but nobody goes to work for free that I know.
Absolutely.
It makes sense that you have a fee in for this particular work, because you've done all of this preliminary work for people to tap into.
And we like to just be really honest and upfront. We hear a lot of travel agents say, I'm free. And the truth is, at the end of the day,
they're not.
Nothing's free. If the 10% is coming to them on the back end, guess what?
You're paying it.
They're getting paid. Mm-hmm. Somewhere along the way, their cost is built into your vacation. We just like to be upfront about it.
Oh, so honest and truthful. Huh. Imagine that. Crazy,
right?
Crazy concept.
And at the end of the day, if you pay hundreds of dollars less to work with us over a travel agent, do you really care how they get paid?
Nope.
Or how we get paid?
Nope.
It's all money that's going to the people. It's your vacation cost. That's really what matters.
Exactly. I like the way you think. We have similar mindsets on this.
I like you too, Katie.
I think this could be love. Okay, so why, and you sort of answered a little bit of this in the beginning, but why focus on the Disney vacation? Like, what's the reason? Why not focus on Hawaii?
We do everything. So first I'll say that. We do Hawaii, the Caribbean, cruises, all of that stuff. But for me, Disney's my passion. I would say Disneyland is 90% of what we do. Disney World is probably 5%. And then the other vacations come in at about 5 to 10%. But the reason is I love it. I've been going to Disneyland literally since I was a fetus. And I'm not kidding.
That's great.
I've been an annual pass holder for most of my adult life. As an Arizona native, every vacation growing up was Disneyland, and I never got tired of it. But what we found and what I found, and the reason that I started with a focus on Disney, was so many people have this perception of Disney like it is this horrible time. You're going to spend all of your time in lines. And it's just not true if you know what you're doing. If you go to the park as an expert, then you won't have to spend your day in line fighting crowds. And I would go to the parks and I would see people standing in 3-hour lines and just go, I don't understand.
It's half your day.
It's half your day in line, if not more. One recent a friend of ours messaged one of my planners and she said, it's 7 p.m. We've been on 2 rides. The kids are upset. We couldn't get a good spot for the parade. And had she spent the very minimal amount of money to come work with us, she could have had an amazing vacation. Now, kudos to my amazing planner, because we have a very service-focused mentality. She saw her friend in need and she saved the day. I mean, she went in and said, listen, we're going to teach you all about how to use your fast pass. We're going to teach you all of these things. And then we're going to turn this around for you, because these kids aren't going to have a bad vacation. But just last week, I met with a woman who literally at the beginning of the conversation said, I don't like Disneyland. I don't like it. I don't like Disney. By the end of the conversation, her pre-Disney trip plan meeting, which we do in person or on the phone if you're not local, she said to me, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then from the park, this woman sent me a picture of herself with some ears on. I mean, to take somebody, it was such an amazing moment. And now she's planning her Disney cruise.
Oh. Speaking of Disney cruise.
Yes.
So you do those too?
We do those too. We do every cruise, but Disney obviously is our focus.
Awesome.
I personally have not gone yet, but I'm scheduled for one. We have a group of 30 people, including 6 of our planners, going on a Disney cruise in March.
What? Can I get on this wagon? Because I want to go.
Right now, there are only balcony staterooms available, but it's a beautiful 5-day cruise out of San Diego down to Cabo and Ensenada. So you don't have to pay for flights, which is awesome. So we can help you shop all of the different options
I'll
and
live
help
in
you
the
find those
janitor's
ways to
closet.
save.
I don't care.
Right?
I
I think the janitor's closet is booked at this moment.
Oh, dang.
But we will help you find the inside stateroom on a Carnival cruise all the way up to, we literally booked today. One of my customers just booked, and I'm like living vicariously through her, a 1-bedroom suite, concierge level Disney cruise.
What?
My Disney cruise costs about $3,000 for 3 people with an ocean view. Her Disney cruise is $9,200 for 5 people.
Whoa. It's going to be
But
legit, though.
She's going to be treated like a princess. I mean, she's going to have a lounge, an executive lounge that serves happy hour twice a day. She gets like top of the line service. She gets her own private sun deck. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this.
So she would get a refill of iced tea if she were me right now.
If
I need
someone would be walking over, she'll never have to wait at a guest services booth because the concierge team will take care of everything for her.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the Disney cruise just a little bit. Tell me why it's cool. I heard
so there are.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Disney cruises out of multiple ports. So the most popular ones are going to be Port Canaveral outside of Orlando, which is a great way to combine. We have a lot of customers who will do like a 3 to 4 day cruise and then jump over to the parks.
Fun.
Because if you're going to fly to Florida and you're going to pay Disney prices on a cruise anyway, you might as well go to the parks. And so we'll kind of do a combo trip there. Those go down to the Caribbean, the Bahamas. And if you go that direction, you get Disney's private island, Castaway Cay. It is fantastic. There's a kids only side, or not, a family side and an adults only side. So it is, a Disney cruise is not just the child oriented cruise.
That's what I wanted to know. Yeah.
Yeah. And they also cruise out of Galveston, Texas. A huge advantage of Galveston is you still get the 7-day itinerary. You still get the private island, but you don't pay as much as you fly when you fly into Florida, to fly from Phoenix to Houston.
Gotcha.
And then they have cruises out of San Diego, down to Mexico. Those are limited during the year, usually March through May, September through early November. They're perfect for Arizona fall breaks and spring break.
Noted.
They align perfectly. So ours in March will be during the Chandler School District spring break. And we're booking right now for one in October of 2019. Yes, you want to plan that far ahead. For the fall break, they have one that perfectly falls over the Chandler fall break schedule. It's October 4th through 9th.
So I can't get on in October this year, you're telling me?
What I'm telling you is Disney cruises are always the least expensive when you plan early. You want to plan minimum 1 year in advance and all the way up to about 16 months. We started planning ours for March of 2019 in November of 2017.
Okay, so let's get on, you and me. Let's talk about 2020. Oh, no, 2019.
Well, here's the beauty for parents. Do you have kiddos that you'll bring? We were
just
on
a one.
MOMnation, so I'm assuming. So your kiddo, Disney, their kids deck is absolutely amazing. The kids deck, most children, so I had a friend who just got back. Before the cruise, she's a super protective mama, as a lot of us are. And she said, oh, I don't know if I feel comfortable with my child going to the deck. She sent me a message from Key West and said, we're in Key West, and my son wants to go back to the Disney cruise deck, the kids deck. And they have adults dinners, so you can go to an adult-only dinner. And while you're at dinner, they will take your child to the fancy dinner as a group with the kids.
That's awesome.
So they're not missing out on a thing. During dinner, you get to eat your meal while the waiters come by and cut your kids' food.
OMG. Me and my friends are going. My friends, you know who you are. We're all going. I don't care.
Well, and that's the thing. We love coordinating groups. So groups are really fantastic, and we can help put you on the same deck. Like I said, we have 30 total people coming. It started with a group of 3 of us, 3 different families, and then suddenly we said, oh, wait, what about this family? And then even 2 of our customers, their families are coming too.
What?
So
That's
we,
awesome. So
so we're super excited we get to experience it with them.
do you get like group discounts, or I mean, I know that you get all the discounts you can, but is that one of them?
Group discounts for Disney cruises aren't going to come until you're at a stateroom size of about 8 groups or larger. But what we're going to do is we're going to shop the best deals for you. And if there are things like, a lot of times we can find things like onboard credits that might not exist other routes.
Gotcha.
I will say that deals on a Disney cruise they don't normally happen. But what we include for free is if you want to stay in a hotel room the night before you leave, we're going to actually set you up with a hotel room at the lowest price possible. No
Nice.
service charges or anything. You won't pay us a penny more for your cruise than booking directly. You'll end up getting any extras on board, things like that. If you want to fly, we will watch your flights and find you the best flight times. We'll get you rental cars. We'll set up excursions and dining and basically be there to do every piece for you so that it's just a breeze and you walk on and you're not going to pay a penny more than anywhere else.
I love that. That is so music to my ears because what this mama needs is a breeze. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I need
we all do.
this. You're an expert. Thank you for doing it for me. I'll gladly pay you.
Well, you're not going to pay us anything more. You're not going to pay us a penny more than going and booking it yourself. So why not have the extra help?
So you might as well, and especially to be able to
Right.
tap into this expertise. I mean, this is just killer so far, and I know you have way more. So speaking of way more, let's go back to the parks. Let's get off the boat.
Okay.
Three of your best Disney tips.
Best Disney tips. First of all, it is not true that you can only have one fast pass at a time. So the fast pass system, a lot of people just don't know how to use the fast pass system. We walk people through how to use every tip, but you can definitely have more than one. 2, if a ride has a fast pass available, don't wait in the line. Don't go to standby. I avoid standby like the plague. And then 3, if you want a sit down dining experience where there is a waiter, you need a reservation. Reserve at 60 days out. And even with Disneyland, often you can do it at about 30 days out. With Disney World, you want your reservation set 180 days before you travel.
For dinner?
For any meal that requires a reservation, I will wake up at 4 a.m. for you. I will get online and I will book your reservations 180 days from your start date to get the right reservations, because the good ones, Cinderella's Royal Table, Be Our Guest, Acacia's Princess Buffet, they're gone if you're not on it 180 days.
Wow. That blows my mind. Well, good to know.
Right?
Good
Right.
to know.
Disney World's a beast.
Yeah. All right. Next question. So we talked about your 3 favorite tips or 3 best tips. I know you have a lot more tips. We'll talk about that too.
So many tips.
But what are the 3 must-dos at Disney?
3 must-dos at Disney. I think every mom needs to go to California Adventure. A lot of people skip California Adventure Park because they think there's nothing to do. That is so wrong. Personally, and this says a lot coming from somebody who is a Disney addict, I like it better. I like it better. 1, they have adult beverages.
Ooh, ding, ding, ding.
Adult beverages in the park. You can't get that at Disneyland. You just cannot get that inside the park at Disneyland unless you're paying $25,000 a year to be part of a special club. And so for the grown-ups, California Adventure is a great time, but there's so much to do for the little kiddos. There's Cars Land. There's the Paradise Pier, which is now Pixar Pier as of 2 days from now. So there's a whole Pixar land. There are shows. There are special little things to check out, and the food is fantastic. So don't skip California Adventure.
Okay.
A lot of parents will go. They'll be like, I don't think that anyone's going to like California Adventure. Just try it. It is fantastic. Let me see. The next thing, I'm a thrill ride person.
No, not me, girl.
So I immediately, I have 2 fast passes that I get first thing in the morning. I have to go on Space Mountain at Disneyland. I have to. It's my favorite ride all time. And I have to go on Cars Radiator Springs Racers over at California Adventure. Those are like a must. And then the third thing that you have to do is eat all the snacks. Don't go to Disneyland on a diet. I'm doing keto, and let me just tell you, churros are going to happen. Dole Whip is going to happen. All the different Pixar themed foods that they've got out right now, they're going to get in my belly.
So it's an
Diets are
experience is what you're telling me.
It's an experience. Yeah, you just want to go and try everything. The gray stuff at the Red Rose Tavern in Fantasyland. It's a Beauty and the Beast themed restaurant. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Noted. Definitely.
Noted.
Awesome. How about examples of things to avoid?
Things to avoid at Disney. I think don't get there late. You want to be there first thing in the morning. If you have magic hour, use your magic hour. If you don't have magic hour, then be there 30 minutes before the park opens. So a lot of times what people will do is they'll start strolling into the park around 11 or 12. If you get to the park right when it opens, the park will be empty, really quiet for the first few hours of the day. The next thing to avoid is trying to power through. Don't power through. Take a midday break. The middle of the day is busy because all those people who woke up late and showed up at around 11 or 12 and all the California residents pop in right around midday. And so suddenly you'll be looking around and go, wow, it was so quiet this morning. And now where did all these people come from? And so you want to make sure you take that midday break. We do a nap. I'm 36 years old and I still nap. My daughter just sits on her iPad in the room, but it's a nice, relaxing, get out of the sun, get off her feet moment.
For sure. Time to recharge.
And so I like the midday break. I find I'm exhausted if I try to power through. It is a rare day where I stay at the park the entire time. 2 to 3 hours out of your day, you're not going to lose anything in the busiest part of the day. And then I think the last thing to avoid is overpaying for things in the park. Bring your own water. You can bring in an unsealed water bottle or a sealed water bottle, just no glass, and bring your own snacks. If you have a couple of snacks on you, then you're not going to go over to the cart and have to buy $5 apple chips. It's like my only Betty Crocker moment. I make my own jerky and I make my own apple chips for Disney. And just those 2 acts will save me probably $30 at the park because those kinds of snacks are so expensive at the park.
Right.
And water is $4 a bottle.
Oh my goodness.
So you bring in your own water bottles, even hydro flasks. They don't have to be sealed. And then you walk over to any counter service, quick service restaurant, ask for a cup of ice water, and use that to refill your water throughout the day.
Oh, great idea. And that's free, right? I mean, they just give it to you.
Yeah, it's free. Exactly.
Awesome.
You never have to pay for water in the parks.
Awesome.
Exactly.
So that's like kind of a good segue to our next question. Options for moms on a budget.
On a budget, the most important thing to know is that we shop hotels from budget to luxury. So there are a lot of hotels in the area that we absolutely adore that are budget hotels. My favorite hotel, it's called the Stanford Inn and Suites. We're actually a partner with them. We get even discounted rates over normal discounts because we love them and their customers.
Nice.
It's a budget hotel, but it's free parking, free internet, free breakfast, and a hot breakfast every single day. And for big families, they even have 2-bathroom, 2-bedroom suites, which
Nice.
An extra bathroom if you've got a big family.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 6 grown women in this room. I slept on a bunk bed.
Oh, wow.
It was a good old time. But being open to suggestions for hotels, the big thing is we will go budget, but we won't go gross. If we wouldn't stay there ourselves, we won't even show it to you. But be open to suggestions. A lot of times what I hear from people on a budget is, I want this hotel. It's the worst thing you can do because wanting that specific hotel means all we can do is look for the deals on that one room. But there might be a hotel that has the exact same amenities, is very similar in quality, and is half the price. And what ends up happening for budget shoppers is they don't realize that their friend told them to stay at this hotel. Well, that hotel is fine some of the year. Some of the year it's $100 a night and it's a great deal. Other parts of the year it's $300 a night and you can get the Hyatt for less. So be flexible with that budget and allow your Pixie Planner to really find you the best options within what you're looking for. The next piece for moms on a budget, I did already say to bring your own stuff in, but I would just say that you can even go as far. I've seen moms on a super budget. One brought a panini maker to a hotel room.
Oh, cool.
And she made paninis every single day. Another perk is if you go to hotels where you have free breakfast, One of our favorite hotels in the Disneyland area, while it can be a little bit more than the budget hotels, it actually offers breakfast, and Monday through Thursday you get dinner and alcohol, wine and beer.
Dang, for
Yeah.
free?
So that's one of our favorite options. And on a budget, it might cost you $20 more a night to stay there. But when you're saving dinner and breakfast, and the only meal you need to worry about is lunch,
yeah,
then you're good to go. And then the last thing would just be choose quick service options over a sit-down restaurant. A character meal is a splurge. People don't realize that character meals start at $35 per adult for a buffet. And kiddos age 3 to 9 are about $20 to $25. So focus on getting quick service meals and then find the characters in the park. Your Pixie Planner before you go will actually teach you how to find each character and to know what time they're going to be there. Like
that's awesome.
Moana is so popular. She's only at her location for 10-minute spurts throughout the day. 10 minutes.
She must get mobbed when she's there.
She has a specific little spot, and you have to get in line for it. So if you know she's going to be there from 3:50 to 4 o'clock, you can show up at 3:40, get into the line, and the minute she pops in, you're first person there, and you're not having to stalk her. Yeah. And that's going to save you a lot of money over paying lots of money to see a character at a character dining meal. You can find all the characters in the parks. And a lot of times you can find the right character. We can help you find, like, if your child has to see Spider-Man, we will help you find Spider-Man in the park. But
that's cool.
If you pay the money for a character dining meal, it's definitely, they're fun, they're great, but if you're on a budget, we can help you find those characters without having to pay that money.
That's awesome. Mine would have to see Lightning McQueen.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we can help you find Lightning.
That's a requirement.
And that means you have to go to California Adventure.
Okay, I'm fine with that because you said it was cool. So
yeah,
sweet.
Yeah. My favorite thing in California Adventure, by the way, in Cars Land, there's a place called the Cozy Cone, and it's the cones, the like hotel from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Each of those cones is a little food stand. One of them has pomegranate limeade for the kiddos.
Yum.
Vodka pomegranate limeades for the adults.
Perfect.
So, it's a good time in Cars Land.
We love Cars Land. That's where we'll go first.
Yay, Cars Land.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Shana. It's been awesome learning from you. I'm super excited. We'll talk later about a Disney cruise because
awesome.
I just really want to do that. But is there anything that you didn't add that you'd like to share with our mamas while I fix my hair here?
The first thing I'd like to share is that we do payment plans for free.
Oh.
So we have no extra charges for our payment plans.
That's nice.
Unlike a lot of other companies out there that charge layaway fees or things like that, we don't have that. Our quote is free. So if you're just thinking like, hey, I want to go to Disneyland, I want to get an idea of how much this is going to cost, we'll send you usually 4 to 6 different options within your budget, ranging in different experiences at absolutely no cost. We create a customized trip itinerary for you that you will get in an app.
Nice.
Super fun. So you've got everything at your hands. And the last thing is we just love our customers.
It shows.
We're so proud of the fact that on Facebook we have 58 5-star reviews.
Nice.
We've never had, knock on something, a 5-star or not anything below a 5-star review. Our team of planners just keeps joking. They're like, nobody better be that one to get the less than 5-star.
Right. Nobody wants to be that one. Nobody.
But we're just there to make our people, our guests, really just, it's got to be easy. If it's not easy, then it's not worth it. And so our goal is just to do everything and anything that we can to make their experience worthwhile. So I love what I do. It's my baby. I take a lot of pride in what we do, but our guest experience and just having them really love everything about their day is really just, that's the most important thing we do.
That's awesome. I love hearing that. Where can we find you? Phone number, Facebook page, website, all that jazz.
Awesome. All right. So you can reach me personally at 928-600-9206. Text or phone call are perfect. If you don't get me on the phone call, you can either send me a text or leave me a voicemail. I'm in a lot of meetings with wonderful, wonderful customers all day.
That you are.
Planning their trips. But we have a Facebook page. It's the Pixie Planner. So there are a couple other different types of names that are similar, but we are the Pixie Planner. And then you can find us at www.thepixieplanner.com.
Beautiful. Amazing. Well, thank you again for being here. Thank you for being a part of the group. Thank you for offering your services to our awesome moms, and let's connect soon.
All right. Thanks, Katie.
All right.
Thanks,
thank you,
MOMnation.
Shana. Bye-bye.
Bye.